What new things is the DEA doing to fight this war? What new tools do you guys have in your arsenal?
First of all, we are relentlessly focused on the networks, on the criminal drug networks that are essentially mass producing, first of all, that are selling the chemicals from China and are mass producing the fentanyl and also methamphetamine in Mexico. And we have to be focused on the networks. We can't just look at taking out the sort of leader of an organization. Right now, I believe we have to be mapping and targeting those entire networks. So that's a part of our work, and that's particularly part of our international work. The second thing, and we just announced an initiative that we began last week called Operation Overdrive, which is this. All the work we do in the international space, it matters enormously. You know, the work we do across the country is phenomenal work. We seized more than 20 million counterfeit fake pills last year, more than 15,000 pounds of fentanyl, which is 440 million lethal doses. So enough lethal doses to kill every American. All of that is happening, but we also have to address the day-to-day harms that we're seeing in our communities. First of all, the increase in overdose deaths that went up last year to this catastrophic milestone of 100,000. And so we went out and we mapped the United States. We looked for what are the hotspots for overdoses, what are the hotspots of drug-related violence. We selected 34 locations. We then went out and we mapped entirely the threats. What are the organizations? What drugs are they selling? What harm are they engaged in? And not surprisingly, we found a large number of organizations that are involved every single day in selling drugs that are killing Americans and that are committing violence, gun violence on our streets. And so we are now in an enforcement operation that's aimed at doing that. And the last thing I'd say is that I'm grateful to you both for giving me the opportunity to be here with you. I think one of the most important things we can do is have Americans understand that fentanyl is everywhere. It's available, through smartphones that are sitting in your kids' bedrooms, just everywhere you can imagine. People going out to buy cocaine or getting fentanyl and they're dying. And that's also just something as a public awareness conversation. We're trying to spend a lot of time making sure people understand this is a devastating threat. It's unlike anything we've seen before. And all of us have to work together.
It really is. Another epidemic that we have to deal with, and so impressed with what you and the DEA as a whole are doing. I mean, your campaign, one pill can kill. I mean, it's so true. For anybody out there, if you're taking a pill, you don't know where it's from, who produced it, who's giving it to you, do not take it. So to step back a little bit here, Dr. Sportelli, again, what makes fentanyl different from other opiates?
When we look at opiates, we compare everything to morphine. When you compare it to morphine, it's 100 times more potent. When you compare it to heroin, it's 50 times more potent. We have to digest those numbers for a second. When we're talking about a potentially deadly drug, 100 times more potent is staggering. Absolutely staggering. So that's the most important thing to understand, is that it's synthetic and it's unbelievably more potent. And this is crazy because you almost have to think, it's crazy for me to even say this, but it's like you have to think like a businessman. These cartels and these drug dealers are business models, and they're saying, hey, we don't have to grow it. All we have to do is make it. It's more potent than the other stuff, so we have to make less and make more money on it. So it's this recipe for a good business, dare I say it, but it's a horrible, horrible, horrible outcome and incredibly dangerous.
Yeah, and they can manufacture it so cheaply, getting the raw chemicals necessary, I guess, from China, and then having it manufactured outside of the United States for literally pennies. Extremely, extremely scary and dangerous situation.